What is up, guys? Welcome back to the vlog. So we got one last piece to the puzzle, which is this side skirt. So the Miata is finished. I wanted to finish it while it's, you know, sunny so I could wash it off and, you know, it'd be super clean. So it's still super dirty. The Miata wrap has a lot of flaws. In my first video of me wrapping this, I said that this was my first wrap ever. I'm gonna re-clarify that. This is my second wrap. My first wrap was my 240SX Kooky. I did probably about a year and a half ago. I used super cheap eBay vinyl and it just turned out like pure crap. I couldn't even use a heat gun to it. It made stretch marks all along it. It had no reform or air management or anything to do with that. So yeah, this is like my first real wrap where I actually, you know, looked up videos on how to wrap and the techniques actually worked. When I had the white vinyl, it just didn't work. Like every way and shape and form that these, you know, people on YouTube were telling me how to wrap, it just wasn't working. So this one actually turned out pretty good. I love the color of it. You know, red is a great color for a Miata, I guess. Everything is super dirty, so it does need to be washed after it's all done. But I have the rear valances and the one side skirt. This is the last one. I have some double-sided tape, but I had to do a little bit of modification to it to fit. I wrapped over this thing, so I got to cut it with a razor so that it fits all nice and dandy. But I think it should go on good. So I know you guys want me to finally keep a car and, you know, just keep my mind straight. A lot of people are saying like, I'm gonna unsub if you sell the Miata, like wah, like go ahead and unsub. This is what I've been doing for years. Ever since I got my license, I have been flipping cars, fixing them up a little bit, making some money off of them. You know, it's a great gig, and it's also something that I really like doing. I like to get a car that is in, you know, a kind of a bad shape. Not too bad like the Red Z kind of was, but you know, like the Miata. Perfect example was this Miata. Like I got it with, so the car was salvage title. It had the quarter panel damage and it had the fender damage and it ran and drive and needed an alignment. But you know, just a little bit of work and flipping it really turns your perspective on how the car looks. This thing is honestly amazing. Like I love how this Miata turned out, and this is exactly what I love doing. I do not want to keep this Miata, even though it is perfect and how much I love it. But yeah, I had to get one to find out that I didn't want one. Alrighty folks, we got the side skirt mounted up. This thing is looking flossin', straight Mike Jones status. I love everything about it. I love every flaw. I guess I'll show you guys the flaws while it's dirty still. So first flaw that I really don't like is these things were super hard to wrap inside, so I decided to just cut it, and it kind of looks from far away that they're like black kind of. I don't know, I kind of like it. Second flaw is that I didn't know how to take off the lip. It was giving me a super hard time, so I had to make the cut really close to the edge of the bumper, which you can kind of see some green right here, but not from far away. So right here is another flaw. I had to stretch it around this lip, and too much heat just made a little hole right there. Come around to the side. This whole side is super nice. These things have been patched together. I can redo these if I want. It's not too bad though. I really like it. I think the shine is just awesome. Tell me what you guys think. Should I do these parts red or should I keep them with the sparkly black? This Bondo rear quarter panel actually turned out very good for my first ever Bondo ever doing in my life. You can definitely see it. I see it because I know exactly where it is, but a normal person won't be able to see it. I think it looks flush. I think it looks obviously 50 times better than it did. There is a seam right here by the gas cap. Come around to the rear bumper. This was the hardest part to wrap. The valances turned out pretty good, but the rear bumper was just shit, I guess. This part bubbled up a little bit and made a rip. It rained so much here so that like when I'm finished doing this, it'll rain. Even if it's like a couple days later, it'll just, you know, pop these bubbles back up. There's a bubble right here. Every time I push down, it just comes back up. Might have to heat gun it a little bit, but my heat gun broke. This quarter panel has a pinstripe across the whole thing. I have enough vinyl to redo it, but it looks good right now, so I'm not too worried about it. So yeah, let's get some soap, let's get some water, let's clean this baby up, and let's see how good she shines. Wow. So after a quick little wash, it's freaking beautiful, honestly. Like for a bone stock Miata that just has a body kit and the wrap, it looks amazing to me. I love the way Mazda, you know, created the Miata. Every Miata I appreciate and love. not just how they drive. I personally like the way they look. I know they might look a little girly to some people, but I think the fashion in them is pretty dope. Especially how they design the special edition models. Like, they definitely put in some time in making the body kit. It was very high quality stuff. Definitely not stuff that would just fly off on the highway or anything, but this thing is awesome. I'm 100% stoked on how this turned out. Just from the first day I got it, you know, when they brought it in front of Copart, you know, I was really looking at it. It's kind of a piece of junk. This is exactly how I visualized it, honestly. Like, this is exactly what I thought it was going to look like, and now it's done, and it's sick. There might be a little bit of cons some places, but you know, what car doesn't have cons? For the most part, I think this thing is freaking beautiful. Well, now that this is all washed and good, I think I'm going to move it to the side of the road over there and bring the 240 in here and try to install some of the stuff that I got for the 240. We are on the side of the neighborhood approaching the poop box. Let's hop in this thing. It's probably 500 degrees in here. Probably not even gonna start. Oh, this thing is such a woo! It is hot. Oh yeah, so I got this right-hand drive stereo bezel. Freshened up the interior, I think, a lot. And the cluster. So when I first got it, there was nothing right here. So I got all that in there. I think it looks pretty good. Probably not gonna start, honestly. Okay. Oh yeah. There we go. Hey! Honestly, all you guys call this thing a piece of crap, but it starts every time, and you know, it runs pretty good. It's just like, just cosmetically, it's a piece of crap, and I know that. I'm not gonna deny it at all. Yeah. Alright, let's get this into the driveway. I got the camera kinda right there. Oh, it's so hot. It is never hot and you guys already know. You guys see my videos. It's raining every single day. And for some reason, it's 500 degrees today. It wasn't even this hot yesterday. I don't know, maybe it's just because I'm in the freaking poop box S13. Oh my goodness. Oh, my hood's not tied down, so it might fly up, but I'm just going to my house, so. Whip the U-turn! Oh, no power steering! Ah! Okay. Oh. Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh. There we are. The shift knob is so hot. So first thing we got to install on the S13 is this boot. The boot in there is gone, and there's a huge chunk missing, but it's okay. This will do a little bit. We also got one of these things, which is a trans dust boot cover, which is the top of the trans shifter thing. I don't know what it's called, but it goes on top of the trans where the shifter is. Gonna have to lube that little hole up a little bit just so it can slide down the pole a little bit better. But this should stop a little bit of trans fluid leaking and a little bit of air coming through the trans tunnel. So supposed to lube it up a little bit, but I'm gonna try to go on there dry right now. Probably not gonna work. No, it's definitely gonna need some lube. Alright, with a little bit of lube, we got both things on. This thing doesn't, top one doesn't fit too good because it's all cut out and everything. But that's pretty much how it's supposed to look. Gonna have to figure out something to do with this metal piece over here. Maybe a carpet will cover all that. I don't even know yet. But next thing I want to do is fix the steering wheel. I want to get it on straight. This thing is trashly to the left, and I got an alignment. The guy said I just need to fix the steering wheel now, so. What the f— well, failed mission to the steering wheel. That thing's not coming off, so I'm just gonna put on the new clutch fan I got. So let's take this, oh, probably not gonna be able to put that on either today. Maybe get this on. So we got whatever that is called. I think it's called the clutch fan of it. I don't even know, but this is the fan part, the blades, and I need hardware for that. So I'm gonna take this out. I was just checking the clearance. That's all on snug. This will go on soon, but until then, I'm not even gonna drive it, so it doesn't really matter. Alright, well, I guess you could say that that was a fail. I didn't get anything done to this car, at least. I got that on, but it's okay. This car is gonna be a slow project. Yeah, I wish somebody would just buy it so I don't have to keep buying little parts for it. Stupidly, last night I ordered some tension rods for this thing because during the alignment they said that those were bad, so I just ordered a new set of ISR tension rods. Hopefully they get here soon so I could pop them in there. Maybe take this thing to an event? Probably not. I just want somebody to buy it. I just want somebody to buy it so I can just start looking for my new car. But the Miata is nice. I really like the Miata, how the Miata is going. So I guess I'll tell you guys a story of something that happened the other day. So Magnus, last time I had this thing out, Magnus zip tied the headlight brackets to the hood. I don't think it was a good idea. These zip ties are super cheap. They break super easily, and it also was ripping out the headlight assembly on both sides. So I was driving down 192nd down there, and this part, as you can see, these holes right here are pretty rigidy on the inside, so it just clean cut the zip tie in half, and up goes the hood, flying it against the windshield, thus cracking the windshield a tiny bit more. All of these cracks were all here, just this top one was made from that. So kind of bummed, but at least it didn't damage the roof or anything, and I was only going like 30 miles an hour, but it was a weird experience. Hood flying up on me, never happened to me before. But yeah, alright, I guess I'm gonna move this thing and then finish up the video for today. Gotta go to work. I'm gonna move this thing and then I'll catch you guys back tomorrow. So